Hello friend. Welcome to MovieMark. Today we have brought you some amazing Hollywood action fantasy science fiction movies, which are masterpiece movies forever. Hope you will like them. So let's start today's video. Number 12. Terrifier 2. This movie based on horror genres, with 6.2 IMDb rating. After being resurrected by an unknown entity following the Miles County massacre, Art the Clown brutally murders the coroner investigating his body with a hammer. He goes to the laundromat to clean his blood-soaked garments, where he encounters the little pale girl, a mysterious sinister entity in similar clown attire. A lone patron sees Art interacting with the girl, who is invisible to him, before being killed by Art. A year later, teenager Sienna Shaw puts the finishing touches on her Halloween costume, an angel warrior that was designed for her by her father, who recently passed away after a brain tumor. Number 11. Alice Through the Looking Glass. This movie based on adventure family fantasy genres, with 6.2 IMDb rating. Alice Kingsley has spent the past 3 years following her father's footsteps and sailing the high seas. Upon her return to London from China, she learns that her ex-fiancé, Hamish Ascot, has taken over his deceased father's company and plans to have Alice sign over her father's ship in exchange for her family home. Alice follows a butterfly she recognizes as Absalom the butterfly, who was previously a caterpillar, and returns to Wonderland through a mirror. Alice is greeted by the White Queen, the White Rabbit, the Tweedles, the Dormouse, the March Hare, the Bloodhound, and the Cheshire Cat. They inform her that the Mad Hatter is acting madder than usual because his family is missing. Number 10. Ocean's 13. This movie based on crime thriller genres, with 6.9 IMDb rating. Ruben Tishkoff builds a hotel casino on the Las Vegas Strip. Against advice from his friend and erstwhile criminal partner, Danny Ocean, he involves himself with investor and casino mogul Willie Bank, whose thugs strong-arm Ruben into signing over his ownership stake. Tishkoff suffers a heart attack and becomes bedridden. Ocean offers Bank a chance to set things right, given his long history in Las Vegas and the fact that he shook Sinatra's hand, but Bank refuses and completes construction of the hotel, renamed The Bank. To avenge Tishkoff, Ocean gathers his crew and plans to ruin Bank on the opening night of the hotel. Number 9. Babylon AD. This movie based on action-adventure science fiction genres, with 5.5 IMDb rating. In a dystopian near future, Russian mobster Gorsky hires the mercenary Torop, Diesel, to bring a young woman known only as Aurora from Asia to New York City. Gorsky gives Torop a variety of weapons and a subdermally implanted UN passport. Torop, the girl, and her guardian sister Rebecca, travel from the No-Light convent in Kyrgyzstan to reach New York via Russia. Unlike in the technologically advanced US, war and terrorist activity have transformed Russia's cities into dangerous, overpopulated slums. The stress of humanity's situation causes Aurora to act out in strange ways and display clairvoyance abilities. Number 8. Night and Day. This movie based on action-adventure comedy genres, with 6.3 IMDb rating. Looking forward to attending her sister April's wedding, the commitment-shy tomboy and classic cars aficionado, June Havens, catches a plane to Boston. Then, out of the blue, she crosses paths with the handsome and charming stranger with the killer sense of humor, Roy Miller, and just like that, June's life will never be the same again. Now, as the dashing man of intrigue plunges June into an excitingly risky world of high-speed car chases, deadly man-to-man fights, and lethal stray bullets, dangerous, no-nonsense adversaries are after the mismatched duo, hell-bent on retrieving a tiny state-of-the-art device that's worth millions. Number 7. Horrible Bosses. This movie based on comedy crime genres, with 6.9 IMDb rating. Nick Hendricks and Dale Arbus are friends who despise their bosses. Nick works at a financial firm for the sadistic Dave Harkin, who hints at a possible promotion for Nick for months, only to award it to himself. Dale is a dental assistant being sexually harassed by his boss, Dr. Julia Harris, who threatens to tell his fiancée Stacy that he had sex with her unless he actually has sex with her. Nick and Dale's friend, accountant Kurt Buckman, enjoys working for Jack Pellet at a chemical company, But after Jack unexpectedly dies of a heart attack, the company is taken over by Jack's arrogant, cocaine-addicted son Bobby, whose apathy and incompetence threaten the future of the company. Number 6. The Wedding Unplanner. This movie based on comedy-romance genres, with 5.7 IMDb rating. 2019, City of Madrid. Marina is a woman unable to believe in love after her father was unfaithful to her mother lured when she was a child, but who works as successful wedding planner in her own company with her close friend Irene and the own lured as employee. In their last job, Marina meets by chance Carlos, one of the invited. Having a drink together, between the two lights the flame and they make sex in the idea that they not will meet again. Number 5. Your Highness. This movie based on action-adventure comedy genres, with 5.5 IMDb rating. Thaddeus and Fabius are sons of King Tullius in the Kingdom of Morn. Fabius is dashing and skilled and Thaddeus is lazy and ineffectual. While celebrating victory over the evil sorcerer, Leaser, who has been ravaging Tullius's kingdom, Fabius presents the virgin Belladonna whom he has freed from a tower and wishes to marry. Number 4. Prospect. This movie based on adventure drama science fiction genres, with 6.3 IMDb rating. A teenage girl, C, and her father, Damon, descend in a landing pod from a transport spaceship to the surface of a forest moon covered in poisonous spores to mine for gems. They suffer a technical malfunction during the descent which cripples the lander and the pair touch down some distance away from their planned prospecting site. The duo begin traveling to the site on foot and comes across an abandoned dig site. Damon and C extract a fleshy pod from the earth and dissect it to reveal a valuable gem. Number 3. Turbo Kid. This movie based on action-adventure comedy genres, with 6.7 IMDb rating. In a post-apocalyptic version of 1997, a society lives in a land nicknamed the Wasteland that is littered with trash and ruled by a sadistic and tyrannical overlord named Zeus, who uses a device to grind captives into water. The kid, a teenage comic book fan, scavenges the wastes on his BMX bike to trade with junk dealer Bagoo. After trading for water and his favorite comic book Turbo Rider, the kid runs into Apple, a mysterious, free-spirited young woman. Frightened by her quirky personality and aggressive attempts to befriend him, he flees to his bunker, only to find she has followed him. When she hands him the comic book that he dropped, he reluctantly allows her to stay with him. Number 2. The End of the F-World. This web series based on adventure comedy crime genres, with 8.0 IMDb rating. James is a 17-year-old who believes he is a psychopath, having once burned his hand in a deep fryer to feel something and having been killing animals since he was 15. At school, he encounters Alyssa, a rebellious new schoolmate, and decides that he will kill her next. As she takes an interest in him, he feigns romantic interest and the two start dating. When Alyssa asks James to perform cunnilingus on her the next day, he begins preparing his knife and working out how he will kill her. She is late after being stuck at a home garden party where her stepfather tells her it will be better if she left. Number 1. Resident Evil: Welcome to Raccoon City. This movie based on action horror science fiction genres, with 5.2 IMDb rating. In the 1980s, Claire Redfield and her older brother Chris are children living at the Raccoon City orphanage. Claire befriends Lisa Trevor, a disfigured girl who has been experimented on by Dr. William Birkin, an employee for the Umbrella Corporation, who oversees the orphanage and takes children for his own experimental research. Claire escapes from Birkin when she is selected to participate in an experiment. In 1998, Claire returns to Raccoon City, hitchhiking in a semi-truck. The truck driver accidentally hits a woman in the middle of the road. While Claire and the driver are arguing, the woman disappears. The truck driver's Doberman licks the blood left behind, and over time begins to foam at the mouth and becomes erratic. So friends, I hope you liked the video. If you like it, please subscribe to the channel to get more videos like this. Thanks for watching.